A woman's forgotten seatbelt saved her life on a flight. Shortly after takeoff, the woman was suddenly jolted awake. A fighter jet had just passed by the side of the plane. Just a moment ago, the flight attendant was reassuring everyone, but in the next second, the plane started shaking violently. A large hole was torn in the fuselage. And the plane was split in half. She watched helplessly as her husband vanished before her eyes. But at this moment, the woman was very clear-headed. She realized the plane was rapidly descending, so she desperately grabbed onto surrounding objects and slowly moved. Miraculously, she managed to crawl back to her seat. Suppressing her inner fear, she quickly fastened the seatbelt tightly around her waist. What happened next was out of her hands. The plane made an emergency landing in the jungle. After a long time, the woman awoke from unconsciousness, in disbelief that she had actually survived. But she suddenly felt a sharp pain in her leg. It turned out that a metal plate had pierced through her calf. To survive, she had to endure the excruciating pain and slowly pull out the metal piece. She then tore off a piece of cloth and crudely bandaged the wound. Forcing herself to stand up, she yelled loudly for help, hoping to find other survivors. Unfortunately, there was only silence all around. Just then, she heard the roar of a helicopter overhead. She was instantly filled with excitement, knowing that rescuers might be nearby. She hurriedly untied her scarf and staggered out of the cabin, just as the helicopter flew over. She shouted with all her might, but the pilot didn't seem to see her. Eventually, the helicopter disappeared from view. However, the woman refused to give up. Since the helicopter was searching from the air, there must also be a rescue team on the ground. So she decided to return to the plane and wait for help. But as she made her way back through the woods, the scene before her eyes frightened her so much that she couldn't move a step.